Hi, this is Gretchen from Simplified Parenting, encouragement for parents that seek simple solutions. Well, today is the last day of 2021, and most of us take time to reflect on the past year or our lives up to this point and think how we want our next year to be better. So I thought I'd share something with you that I shared with my parent-toddler families when I was in the classroom. I shared with them the top 10 things that I would do again as a parent. This time I'm going to do it in 2 blocks. So this video you get from 10 to 6, and the next video you'll get 5 to the number 1 thing I do again as a parent. The 10th thing on my list is I would laugh daily and often. Now that's a really important thing to me, so it'll show you how important number 1 is. But don't take life too seriously. Really laugh when things can maybe frustrate you. And that's not to say that we can't get frustrated, but if we laugh more than we're frustrated, things are going to be a lot smoother and happier in the home. Number 9 is find simple pleasures throughout your day. Today, my eldest and I, we cleaned out a water feature I have in my garden, and it was sooty and slimy, and we found snails and worms, and it could have been a bummer of a chore. And it was a job done, and now it's all clean. The plants hopefully are going to be happy, and mission accomplished. But it's just a simple pleasure of life, just being together, having to do a chore that neither one of us really wanted to do, but it had to be done. And we just enjoyed each other while we were doing it. And Max was busy. Everyone, it was just a total win situation. Okay, number 7 is that each person in the family gets a weekend to pick the family fun. We had 4 people in our family, so about once a month, you got to do what you wanted to do. And there was a budget because we're on a budget. So consider that, whether it's free all the way to whatever you can afford. And that person gets to pick it and plan it, maybe even the meal, work it so whatever your family enjoys the most, or a game or whatever it is. That, man, the sky's the limit, that they get to choose. Now, my kids would say, and rightfully so, that Dad got to pick more often the weekend's plans. And that is fair to say. And I would tell them, Dad works really hard all week. I was always part-time as a teacher, and we got all kinds of time to be together, the girls and I. And so I did give Dad more opportunities to pick, but we attempted to stick to that. It was a little tricky, but if your family is the same way, you and your children have lots of time together, I think it's only fair that Dad gets to pick at least one of the 2 days what he wants to do. Okay, now we're on number 6. So again, we're going up in importance of what I would do again as a parent. This one is that I would involve my children in community service and do that as a family. As a family, we were involved in Scouts. I gave the children an option. I personally wasn't going to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So I gave my children the option of playing a sport, playing an instrument, or doing Scouts. They opted to go with Scouts because they felt all the other things might possibly end up, because Scouts is pretty well-rounded. So that's what we did as a family. We did Girl Scouts, and also as a family, we were involved in church. So we had lots of opportunities between those two things to do community service. And when it was a birthday, because, you know, again, we are just so blessed with so much material goods, instead of the children getting gifts, we would have, like we did Build-A-Bear, where all the kids that came, they brought money to Build-A-Bear. And then we delivered those to Children's Hospital here in La Jolla. And we did where they collected cans, and then we donated all the money. They brought recyclables when they came to the party, and then we went around the neighborhood and collected recyclables, and then we donated that to a organization that had less fortunate children go to camp. That's the kinds of things we did instead of parties. So again, community service, sharing with your children that how fortunate we are, and blessing others. That was super important, and it's what we teach Max now. The first half of what I would do again as a parent, and I hope that encourages you. If it does, give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with a friend. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I'll be praying for you. Happy, happy, happy New Year. It's going to be a great year. I'm going to enjoy being with you. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.